What is up, boys, girls, and everybody in between? I am your host, Ben/BenTherestudios. I hope you all are having a fabulous day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever it shall be for you. Today, this is actually part two of the, this part two of the quote unquote, this is quote unquote part two of of doing, my FNAF social location builds. And this one is actually Circus Baby's Party World, or Pizzeria. Hold on, It's Circus Baby's Pizza World. Yeah. There's actually no like sign for it. I tried to download other mods for it. It's fine. Basically, if you don't know, Circus Baby's or Pizza World is essentially. Hold on, I'm just check this out real quick. Is it Pizza World or Party World? Yeah, Circus Baby's Pizza World. Yeah, that's what I thought. Basically, what that is the actual pizzeria version of Circus Babies that got closed down due to gas leaks, or aka Elizabeth's death. But yeah, so here are the flooring. Again, we're gonna have this basic flooring. We're gonna have this in all of the we're gonna have this in okay, so there's gonna be two rooms. So we're gonna have this in baby's room, this in blower's room, then the rest of the building is gonna have this flooring, and this will be our hallway, our pathway hallway blocks. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into the cast. Oh yeah, wow. So again, it's like within our last video, we have Baby, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Lobits, and here we actually have Funtime Chica, which I honestly did debate putting in, but I thought Chica made a lot more sense being out and about in the actual pizzeria than down the bunker. I also decided to include Music Man. Music Man is more here because of him and Funtime Chica and I think El Chip are all part of the pizzeria posh thing. So I think that just makes sense. I think he would work more as who am I thinking of? Oh, he'd work a lot more like a security puppet person who'd be just kind of by the entrance. It's like watching kids go in and out. Yeah. And here I also decided to include Helpy because I think all these okay. So I think every character that has a main white body with other colored accents. So Baby would be white with yeah. Baby would be white with red and orange. Ballora would be white with blue and purple. Funtime Freddy is white with purple, white and pink, white and orange and purple. Like that kind of scheme would be really fits all together. I think Helpy. Again, I don't really know where else I would put Helpy except for in my FNAF. Like within my besides my FNAF 6 video. I really do like Helpy, so I just decided to include Helpy. Then of course, you have the Electro Babs and the Biddy Babs as well as the Mini Arenas. And yeah, that's your cast. Of course, these two are going to be with Circus Baby. They're going to be with Ballora. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into the blueprints. So ready, guys, here are the blueprints. Yeah, so this looks very similar to the FNAF location bunker, and that's really what I had to go off here. And yeah, so you look at the very bottom, that is the entrance, and if you look to the right of it, those are the bathrooms. I did just decided to use my FNAF 1 bathrooms because I don't know, I kind of missed that design a bit. But then if you look to your left, you would have the gift shop, which again, I'm trying to kind of build up all these rooms so all of them make sense for whenever I do my Pizzaplex video, because there will be one. It won't be genuinely as big as the actual Pizzaplex, because I do plan to do something bigger. But yeah, besides the gift shop, if you go back to the entrance and you look up, that's where you get the very main lobby and main party rooms, etc. Not even party rooms. There are a few tables in there. There are, I think, is a animatronic in that little space. But then you do have your party rooms, which would be Blora's gallery with Blora and the mini arenas to your left. And on top of that, there would be your Funtime auditorium, which would be Funtime Freddy as well as Funtime Foxy, Then if you go back to your main room, you go directly to your right, all the way. That's where you get your. I don't really have a name for this. I'm just gonna call it party room, which would be Lobit and Funtime Chica. And if you go down from there, it would be Circus Gallery with Baby, Electrobab, and Biddy Bab. And there's tables and chairs in there, etc. And then if you look actually in between Party Room and Circus Gallery, there is a small box there. That is actually going to be William's office or Mr. Afton's office. Because, again, this location is really just his own location. So, yeah. With that being said, let's get into the tour. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the tour. Yeah. As you can see, I'm just gonna hop right in. I did not do an exterior. I kind of stop doing exteriors. I know I did one for my FNAF 1 video, which I kind of enjoyed, and I did one for my FNAF 2 video, which I actually really liked. My FNAF 3 one, not really. Then then I think I kind of stopped doing it at my FNAF 4 house video, which if you guys want to go check out all the videos I just mentioned, there will be a playlist hopefully up on my channel. I'll be ending this. And then the previous one didn't really need the other dislocation bunker didn't need an exterior because it was underground. But yeah, again, there was no like signage for this. I'm really upset about. But with that being said, let's get into the tour. So here's where you have the entrance. I will say all these lights do work on a light switch system because again, this is a bit more back in the day and stuff. But I'm going to take this as a loop around. Yeah. So if you go over here, here's where you have the bathrooms. This light is controlled by that switch. Here's you'd have either or. There's not really a designated one. Then you turn these lights, you get your bath. Like these are pretty much the exact same bathrooms. We have just a toilet, you get a soap box, sink, mirror, hand dryer, and trash. I'm pretty sure it's legitly just copy and paste over here. Turn this light on. Yeah, you get your bathrooms. Pretty, just self-explanatory. I will say, again, because this is really my own creation, this is a bit harder for me to do. Because this was really just all my own, like a creative liberty type stuff. But there's that switch. So here's where I decided to put Music Man. Again, he acts more or less like a security puppet figure. Where he's trying to be like near the entrance, watching kids, playing his little song. I also decided to put the Fruit Punch Clown as well as the Lemonade Clown in here. Because clowns, circus world, just makes sense. So in this party room, you have just some 3 basic chairs, basic tables. Yeah, not much to it. But if you walk in here, here's where you have the Circus Gallery that has Baby, Electrobab, and Biddy Bab. I decided to use these speakers. I did go for this more black, sleek, like stage design with these. And I also decided to do that little star pattern again. Because again, I just think it looks good. There are some balloons. I decided to use the deluxe speakers from FNAF 6. Excuse me. And yeah, just basic party room. I'm pretty sure I put a different cake in all the party rooms and all of these out here just have pizza and stuff. But again, if you head back here, here's where you would have Mr. Williams or Mr. Afton's or Williams' office, where you have Foxy because of Mike, the Fredbear and Spring Bunny because of him, and Evan or CC or like whoever you want to call him. Then this whole location is based off Elizabeth. But yeah, it's just basically off. I feel like if this was an actual game, you would be here and like there would probably be like audio Loris, like now from like FNAF 3. If I like ever made it, yeah. Out here it's just some basic party. I didn't really know what to put here. I'm pretty sure I forgot to say this in the blueprints. I did go for more of a curved design only because I realized I have been making my builds really blocky and and again, most buildings aren't really like that. So I did just add a little curve. I did add these little metallic pizzas from FNAF 6. And all these just have, like, this little pizza designs. So if you can hop in a booth, you eat and stuff. There's all these little red banners on the back. Yeah, so you go over here. Here's where it'd be. I want to, like, try to come up with a name for this, but I really just don't have one. But yeah, here's where you have Lolbit, as you get a Funtime Chica with some balloons, some speakers, the star design, and again, yeah, I put a different cake in every party room. Just makes sense. Yeah. Then if we keep, looping around to this end, here's where you would get the Funtime Auditorium that has Funtime Freddy and Funtime Foxy, as well as, I guess you can also count Bon Bon. Again, this whole place is really just copy paste. I really didn't know what to do for this kind of location, but I think this just, does the job. This is the Ballora gallery where you get Ballora with the mini arenas. I think that the mini arenas are the only two copy animatronics, because even again, I'm pretty sure Baby has a different Electro Bab and Biddy Bab. Yeah, then there's two different ones and two different ones. So the mini arenas actually just have two of the exact same. But again, I decided to use the blue and the as well as the red flooring. For this, I was gonna do purple, like purple on both ends, because I wasn't really, again, I wasn't really sure like what two were gonna be on which side. I wasn't sure if I was gonna put them out here or something. But I did just decide to put, these two together. At first, it was gonna be Foxy and Lolbit and Freddy and Chica, but I feel like that just didn't really make that much sense. So I did just kind of, keep the floors black and white. But I think it works. And again, for these little like lights, I'm trying to find a cover that would look good, but there just wasn't any. But yeah, finishing off the tour again. This is probably gonna be a very small video. I'd probably say 10 minutes or so max. Here's the gift shop where I decided to put Helpy, and yeah, you come around here, you see a chair. I did put, there are like two, I'm pretty sure two mentions of FNAF of like other animatronics and stuff who are not Circus Baby related, which are these little bobbleheads and Cupcake. But yeah, so here I decided to put all the plushies. They get fun, where like you get like, so like here's what I would call your main cast of animatronics, which is Funtime Chica, Ballora, Baby, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, and a little bit, and then you get kind of your quote unquote extra animatronics. There's like Helpy, Biddy Bab, Mini Arena, Music Man, Bon Bon, and I even included Bonnet, even though I did not actually include Bonnet in this location. Again, Bonnet in this looks just like, I'm pretty sure a block and a half tall, and they're just kind of like, it's like they're not on a hand or nothing. So I really don't know what I would do with them, and that's why I kind of just like put Bon Bon with Freddy. Also decided to do a small Candy Cadet because I don't know, just fits the vibe. I wanted fill up space. But yeah, that's basically the entire location. I think I'm going to the outro in William's office. It just makes sense. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below, and I will make sure to catch you guys in a hopefully within a day or two for my FNAF 6 video, or who knows how long that might take. Oh, well, speaking of FNAF 6, the pizzeria gets scrap electronics. But yeah, with that being said, I will catch you guys on the flip side. See ya.